The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Delaware Blue Hens. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Delaware's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It's a seam wide open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Gets the back moving on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. When was the running game on first down, now back at it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll send the back in motion. He leaves it with the back, fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it in for the Touchdown, Delaware!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida Atlantic's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm in.
Into the secondary on the right. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Owls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play at it.
And the Blue Hens get enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the read option. Quarterback pulls going left. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll toss it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Delivers the stiff arm. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Sends it back in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Henry. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Smith. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Handoff from the gun. Spins away from the defense. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. He's looking to throw. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Follows a good block there, picks up 3, he's out to the 9. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got it in the middle, it's Sam. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Messer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. Looking for the end zone. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. With the run on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. We might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
And you want to run the football. That's okay.
Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Blue Hens really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. The Blue Hens have a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Oh, a lot of space. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And the Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes. Through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Motion from the back. On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run in the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do...
And the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. Touchdown, Blue Hens. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. BYU has the lead right now, but this Lavelle Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Tennessee. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the catch. It's Messer. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Quickly to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Zips it out to his man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. What's one of the most critical statistics in any college football game? It's the turnover battle. They've already got 3, David. We're not even through the 1st half. This couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue to give the football to the other team and put your defense in a bind, you're going to give up points. So they've got to find something with this offense that they can do well. Because right now, they're finding a good way to turn it over. But they got to do something positive to get back in this football game.
The Blue Hens headed quickly to the line. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rush.
Turning on the Jets. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. He'll pull it on the read. Wide open spaces. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far.
And the Blue Hens will kick it away to start the 2nd half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of job done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this guy's showing off his... Again, understanding where the football's going, he breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on the option. He'll do it himself. He's loose. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. On the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Goes to the option. On to running room. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Whoa, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught in the backfield. It's Sands. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
On the option. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Snags it quickly on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quickly complete. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up the decision on fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Hands it off. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the ground with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be third and long. Here we go. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Caught over the middle. It's Messer. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Swing punt there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sands. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown Owls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. The give to the single back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense set for a first down play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds.
It's a seam wide open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. The give to the tailback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Option look, it's Brown. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Rides the back and leaves it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Blue Hens come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play